This is Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Welcome to Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Crimson Tide. This place is charged up and ready for a big game today. This is not just a regular matchup. Battle of top 10 teams, two teams colliding early in the season. One team can make a strong statement about the season ahead. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. And the Noles will kick this away to start us off. Returner decides to fair catch this. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? On the handoff, they'll test the right side here. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Got it.
Getting set. Here's second down. One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Ready?
Sets up as a 3rd and 3 here on this opening possession. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They bring him down at the 45, but a solid gain to keep this drive going.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
On the set.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up.
Slam. Check. Ready.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Handoff heading left. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down.
6-9-1. Gators score. Ready.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So the holding penalty in the offense backs him up 10 yards. One of those critical third down plays coming up.
Clear. Clear. Hey, Cam.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a fourth down.
Gosh, I just love to watch this defense fly around. Great job here on third down. Look at it. You're on the road. Things are going against you early in the game, and you block all of that out, and you're running around with confidence making plays.
That punt heading out of bounds, so there'll be no return here. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. With the catch, it's Williams. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to three receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. Third and short now from the 44. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
Well, it's third down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. Handoff from the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Going to try to use his legs here. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, defense does a nice job of pressuring the quarterback. I'll tell you what, that's a heck of an effort by this guy just to be able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
Challenging spot for the offense. It's third down and long from the 45. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. He's escaping the pocket now. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
To kick it away. Can they finally get things going this time? They'll run it from the gun. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
The important second down play coming up. Quick completion to the tight end. Breaks loose at the 40. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart at the position and being a great complement to that running game in the defense.
Caught behind the line. It's Adams. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
That's the end of the first quarter. And after one, we're tied 0-0.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter.
Here we go.
Quarterback's got it on the option. Pitches to the back. Breaking free at the 35. Tackled, but not before picking up big yards and a first down. Defense couldn't stop the option that time.
Well, you can just feel the home crowd standing on their feet when this running back had a chance to start to accelerate downfield. They know exactly what this guy is capable of doing and that he can flat out go. He took off on that one.
Razor. Set. Hut.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing.
Hornet. Flex.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught quickly. Brought down at the 7. Completion moves him closer to the goal line.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up.
Spider. 4-2 Spider. Ready.
Looking for some space. It's Young. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal.
Flip it. Unlock.
And he's got it again. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker.
Well, it seemed like the offense was trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
Knocks that one right down the middle. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Gets across the 25-yard line. They'll spot it at the 27. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. Caught in the backfield. It's Griffin. But the play loses yardage. Very tough second down coming up now.
Yeah, Chris, not an ideal play here when you throw the football and you go the wrong direction. think we got to look at the playbook here to see how we can try to make those yards up.
They go backwards on first down, so it's 2nd and long from the 19. Off play action, he's looking to throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time, and now 3rd down coming up.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? Looking to throw it deep. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. The last possession, they had to settle for a chip shot field goal. Can they find the end zone this time out? He'll hand it off. Fights off a defender. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Over.
And the single back takes the handoff. And just a short gain this time, they're able to get him down.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field route, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Offense facing 3rd and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th down decision? They'll run the option. Pitch to the back. Change of direction. They make the tackle, but enough for a 1st down. Textbook execution on the option.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
Get set. Green go.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on 1st downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10.
Set. Alert. Rita. Roll it.
And they'll give it to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Things just appear to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to pass here on second down. He's got it for a big gain. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
I feel like this quarterback could make this throw in his sleep. It's like clockwork, a curl route against zone. And the quarterback, the only thing is he had to fit it into a tight window for that first down completion.
Black 24.
Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half. To talk strategy here. Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. He stopped, but he gets a first down. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, and no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display, and that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. The offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. They'll return it from inside the 5. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. It's a heavy blitz look here. Let's see if they bring the house. Just gets it away. It's a deep ball. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. And he's got some open field ahead. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Bama.
Just a tough spot to be as a quarterback. He feels the pressure. He wants to get rid of the ball, but you can see what can happen when the pressure gets to that quarterback right in his face. The ball is up in the air. The defense is able to come down with it, not only for an interception, but they get a touchdown themselves.
And the extra point is good. It's 17-0. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen. That's good coverage there. Play here before halftime. Looking to throw it on first down. And here comes a deep shot. And it's incomplete. They tried a desperation pass there as time runs out in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there.
And the Florida State offense will take over. First and 10.
And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Sticking with the running game. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Quarterback now all alone in the backfield. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Extending the play now. Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
Still looking for that elusive touchdown, but finally this offense is moving. First down and 10. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
This sack was on the quarterback, in my opinion. Anytime you call a screen, you've got to be aware that that pass rush is coming in. Bait them towards you and go over top. This time, he's unaware of how quickly they're going to come in.
The offense will look to regroup here at 2nd and 11. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Touchdown, Florida State. Just ran away from the defense. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
Good job dealing with the footing. PAT is good. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. A beautiful, balanced drive reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Nothing doing in that play. The big D-tackle there for the stop.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offense and offensive coordinator, you hit a wall. And it's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Looks right for a quick completion. And he'll go down after a nice pickup on the play. That'll be a first down.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense an edge to it.
Second down play coming up. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. On third down, he drops to throw. He makes the grab. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a first down.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on third down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
4-2 Spider. Clear.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Missed his receiver. It's incomplete.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
So after the incompletion, it's second down.
Come on, set.
They're going to run the option. Pitch play to the back.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down.
Moves. Cut.
Using his legs. It's Young. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And that punt will just bounce out of bounds, so no return. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? Tackle at the 40. That'll earn a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And looking to throw now on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. Makes the grab, but doesn't get much. He's going to be ruled down short of the marker.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Second down after that completion. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. See what that's about. That one hurts. Smacks him up 10 yards. Second down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He lets it go on the move. And he pulls in the catch.
Good job here by the quarterback putting that ball in the air where the receiver can make a play on it. And I tell you, Florida State has had some great receivers over the years, and this kid is really living up to that.
The Noles line up on 1st and 10 now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The offense will line up, chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble now. And the ball to the ground. Offense recovers the fumble, maintains possession.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. The score, Alabama 17, Florida State 7.
Here we go, first play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. There's the handoff. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And he'll be brought down.
QB just ran out of options. He decides to take matters into his own hands and takes off on that scramble. I thought he might come close to getting into the end zone. Comes up just a little bit short.
So on 4th down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Return starts from inside the 5. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team.
And your Alabama 1st and 5 will take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Crucial possession. This game just got tighter. They love to play keep away, chew on the clock. How will they call it here? He moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
It's a short completion to the big tight end. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
That's an important 1st down on that running play.
Let's go.
Of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the fourth quarter, force them to use all their timeouts, and just keep working that clock.
On the ready.
Here's the second down play.
Cricket.
Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain.
Well, I think the offense lulled the defense to sleep here. You think that they're just working the clock here and running the football, and then they throw and surprise you and get some positive yards downfield just to keep this defense honest.
Ready.
This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field.
In blue. In blue. Ready.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Ready.
Good job bleeding the clock on this drive so far. They'll come up on a second down.
Clear.
Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win.
Ready, ready.
Second down after that previous play. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap.
Cobra. Pilot. Pilot.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Ready.
Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long here from their own 43.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Tuna. Tuna. Go. Go. Logger. 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 Tuna.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, he just threw it away here, Chris, and it's not the worst decision. You'd wish he'd find a guy open to give him a chance for this offense to convert, but at least they have some room now to work if they want to bring the punter out.
And they'll kick it away here. And he's out of bounds here on the return. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. A handoff to the back. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
The defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the grab. The defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the fourth quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
Ready
So a very makeable third down for the offense with a 29. They'll try to run for the first down. And the Seminoles pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game to get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on Old Reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
Makes a quick catch. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. The offense getting closer to a game-tying touchdown. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Brought down, it crosses midfield to the 46.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
The Seminoles lining up here on 1st and 10. It's a short completion to the tight end. And smart choice, he'll step out of bounds to stop the clock. That's good execution.
Well, Chris, just like this in the fourth quarter, you're working this 2-minute drill. It's a one-possession game. Every single time you can get first downs and out of bounds, that's exactly what you do to want to move the ball down the field and eventually put it into the end zone.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Running back grabs it on a screen. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management is going to be very important here in the final minutes. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
Eighth play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And the offense calls time now with 29 seconds remaining.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. And that's a great example that he's up to it.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5. The offense will spend a timeout here. 25 seconds on the clock.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Fans of the defense got to be frustrated. The offense cannot be stopped here. So early movement from the offense. That'll push him back 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there. It'll cost him 5. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The offense gets set for the 10th play on this drive. They look to throw it here on second down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Now that's going to bring up a critical third down here as we're late into this football game and a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
The 11th play of this marathon drive, but it's third and long now. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. So this team is beginning to stack wins now against really high-quality opposition. You wonder what the ceiling for this group is.
Yeah, I think you're right. This is a football team right now that's playing with a lot of confidence. I like the way that they are progressing. We'll just have to see how far they can continue to progress and where it'll take them.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.